Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
Hey.
Today we have Celeste here and we're doing a mukbang. So we went to this place called Bucamaranga and I got a grilled cheese and a Caesar salad, basic, and Celeste got Mediterranean lentil soup. Yep.
I didn't want to mess up.
Yep. And then what else did you get?
Oh, and I got a sandwich. Hold on, let me get it out.
Yeah, and she got a sandwich. So today, okay, lately we've been talking about like a lot of stuff. We've been talking about like the dating scene for like young people. We've been talking about the dating apps, and recently I officially discovered Clubhouse. I got it messed up the first time. Discovered Clubhouse, and it's been about what, like a week tomorrow?
Yeah.
It'll be a week tomorrow since I've had
I
the
don't
app.
have my little hat anymore.
Oh, your party hat? Oh, so I'm gonna go away?
Yes.
Dang. So we're fairly new to Clubhouse, and that app, what I've noticed, is toxic. It's such a toxic app. Like, some of the rooms that they have in there that I've been noticing. Oh, you want? Ooh, that looks good.
Listen, this sandwich looks bomb.
Is it catching the angles?
It's kind of cute.
Oh,
Yes. Look at
yo, that
it.
sandwich looks litty.
I'll even
Angles, bro. Sheesh. Yo, that looks
get
really
into
good.
it. Yes. Look at the sandwich.
That looks really good. Is it not?
Oh yes, it's focusing.
Yo, that looks bomb.
I can't wait.
So yeah, we've discovered Clubhouse, and when I downloaded the right app, Celeste invited me. She invited me, and it's some type of elite thing. Like, it's like you gotta you're on a wait list until they let you into the app.
No, I honestly, like, I didn't really understand how it worked because as soon as I made my account, as soon as I downloaded the app, I got the notification that I got an invite from my friend Danielle. So I don't know if it's just because she used her invite on me. I think that's what it was.
That's probably
but
what it
people
was.
are on like wait lists and stuff.
Yeah, I was on the wait list for all of 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But people are still like, yo, I've been here a week.
Whoa!
Can somebody please invite me? I'm like,
Your friends that don't want you to win.
yikes.
So like, what I've noticed so far, like some of the chat rooms are on there. I just like. So first of all, you guys are gonna hear rain because it's raining outside.
I should have took my phone off before you started recording because this is so embarrassing.
Some of those chat rooms are like so toxic. Anyways,
So toxic.
You've been in Clubhouse longer than me, so what have you noticed?
Oh, you want to know something really crazy?
Yeah.
And I think, not to go Kanye, y'all, I'm a genius. No, I'm kidding. But basically, I was thinking about like how hard it is for like people to sometimes for me, like I find it hard to connect with people on social media that I don't know, like meeting new people. I'm kind of like, I don't know why.
Shy or?
It's just not my speed.
Okay.
I'm very I'm very like, you know, interactive, like in person type of people. I like to go out and meet people. And so, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of pressure on social media just because a lot of it is with like appearances and like, you know, there's a bit more pressure. I feel like in Clubhouse, and I was thinking to myself, like, I wish there was an app where like I could interact with people, like Toastmasters or like something where like I'm still able to like meet people, but like we can interact on a like more intellectual level, I guess. But and I'm like, wow, I wish there was some kind of like video chat or like
something,
voice chat or something. And then comes this thing called Clubhouse. And at first when I saw it, like, I don't know about your timelines, but my Twitter timeline can get really chaotic.
Mine too.
Because I follow a lot. I don't really follow Toronto Twitter like that, but like I follow a lot of people that follow Toronto Twitter, so Toronto Twitter is always on my timeline.
Toronto Twitter is toxic.
Toronto Twitter is just,
and it's hectic.
It's heavy for me.
It's hectic.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
So I was like, listen, I tolerate seeing y'all on my timeline. It's fine. But to have you in my ears talking, I would lose my mind. So because I was seeing a lot of like Toronto Twitter people starting to get onto it, I'm like, no, it's okay. I can't do it. It's too much. But like, you can, it's based on the conversations that are happening, they let you know basically, it's the people that you follow, you're gonna see what chats they're in.
Yeah.
So you can see which ones are more like focused on one thing over another.
Yeah.
So having that control kind of got me like, yo, let me see what I'll go on. At first I'm just like, yo, let me just meet some like fine niggas from like the States or like the UK or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here for that. But then I was just like, yo, there's actually some really good information on like certain topics. Like I remember one chat that I saw, it talks about binge shows on HBO, and they were talking about I can't.
Why?
It's hard for me. But no, I'll tell you the story. Binge watching.
That's how I get my thoughts back.
Good. Binge watching
Shows.
the shows. Yeah. So there's a really good one that I haven't watched yet. It's called like High Day. Oh my god.
On HBO?
Yeah, it's on HBO.
You have an account?
No, I want one. Anyway,
It has like this box that...
that has access to HBO.
Yeah, so he has to watch all these like sick shows. Yo, have you seen this? I'm like, bruh, can I afford the HBO subscription? No, it has over 3,000 pounds.
I'm talking way too much. Anyway, it's very interesting to hear people's thoughts and opinions from a global scale.
Yeah,
and
from
so
everywhere.
Direct, like
especially
it's
so
very
vocal. People are very vocal on the app. Like, mind you, you're just seeing profile pictures. You're not actually like on video seeing people. So
and that takes a load of pressure
well,
off.
people have all this confidence,
That's
and
why
then
I
everybody
can't-
starts screaming in
I
the
can't
chat.
talk to people. I can't like direct message people on Instagram, like slide into the DMs. I can't do that because I'm just like, they're gonna go on my page and they're gonna judge me. And I don't post enough pictures. I look awkward in the ones that I'm tagged in. Like, I'm not gonna get anywhere with this. So that's why I never slide the DMs. None of that. I can't.
That is so funny. But like, it's true though, because I'm one of those toxic people like in the app, because people will be on there like talking mad garbage, and while they're talking garbage, I'm on their Instagram page judging, like, oh, you have all this talking, you're on here doing this. Like, that's literally me on that app. But the room that I was in the other day, what did I tell you it was called again? Oh, I Just Might Be a Hoe. Okay. That group like really made me anxious. Like, oh wow, and now I get a Clubhouse notification. That group like made me so anxious because of the conversation that was happening there, and like the men, like what the men were saying about women. So basically the conversation on there was just like, women were like, okay, so men cheat because they're just dogs, like they just cheat. And then women are saying women don't cheat, women explore. Because, and I'm just like, a lot of women were saying that because like they love their man treats them like this, but they lack in this area where they feel like they need to explore that in another man. Where men just don't think when they cheat, like they think with their DICK. You get what I'm saying? Like they just go to get one off, like my woman's not here, or you know, she's acting up, let me get my one off and I go back home. Like there's no thought. Yeah, there's no thought into them cheating.
And it makes it worse because it's like, wow, you really cheated on me, girl. You didn't even have to think about it. Like,
but then I'm like, yo, like, is that true though? Or
that's what I'm saying, or is it
just women being like, not women, I guess, I don't know, women being shady, or like, not even shady. Shady's not the word. But feeling like they don't cheat.
Is it deeper than we think that it is?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like, but then this man in there really proved my point, because he was just like, if I'm with a girl and she's not giving me HEAD, like she's whack, like I'll just go do that with somebody else. Like, why are you acting up? Kind of thing. And I'm like, that's kind of selfish. Like, you should have known what you were getting into before. Like, don't waste somebody's time. Like, that's just a woman's preference. If they don't want to do that certain activity, you can't automatically think they're boring. That's just you being selfish. Like, you can't say you love somebody and then don't love them anymore because they don't want to give you something sexually. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of selfish. Like, I feel like at that point you can either compromise or know that, like, that's that thing that woman that just know that woman doesn't have that one thing from the beginning, so you don't waste each other's time. Because at that point, if you're realizing that midway into your relationship, you just now wasted somebody's time. Because for that woman, her not doing that thing might not be a big deal, not realizing that it's such a big deal for you. But then you might find that woman that's willing to do that thing for you, but they're not everything you want. So what is it? Are you just thinking with your DICK?
I just feel like I feel like a lot of it, they're just not thinking long term.
Yeah.
There's no like longevity in the outcome of the decisions that they make, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
A lot of them are not more forward thinking, like, how is this gonna pay off in the long run?
But that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, do these men even consider that, or is it just like so far off of why women maybe step out or explore, as you say?
Yeah.
I don't know.
One girl was like, she was in a relationship with somebody that she loved, but he wasn't getting her sexually. So she wanted to explore that with somebody else. But then the guys were just like, okay, like, did you talk to him about it? Like, did you figure out if that was something that you guys could fix in your relationship before stepping out? And then she was like, no, I didn't really. But then after she did, because she's like, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should actually be talking to the man about it.
I mean,
and it still didn't.
So.
Yeah, and it still didn't change anything for her. So I'm kind of just like, in that sense, like, is that exploration, or is that just you being just as selfish as you think a man is when they go out and explore?
I'm trying to think.
What do you think? Oh, this is damn good. Oh, man. This is really good.
Worth the stomach ache?
Worth the fucking stomach. You want to try it? Oh, shit, you're on your pills.
Oh, I do! So I take lactose pills so that I can enjoy the finer things in life. You want?
I'm alright. Sucker.
You sure?
I'll take one. Yes.
Take one.
Bro, it's really good. If it was really hot,
oh.
but it's really good.
So it looks like this.
Yeah.
No.
Look, close.
Okay, yeah. So this is what it looks like, the lactose pill. You put it in your mouth.
I think mine dry.
You gulp water and swallow.
It's on my demon time. I took that without water, bro.
I usually do.
This was really good.
You know how you know the cheese is good?
I don't know why I did that. Half the cheese is on this side.
You know if you know the cheese is good?
What?
If it's stanky.
This shit's thick. Isn't it good?
This would be bomb hot.
It would be so good hot. It's vegetarian bread. Said in the description is vegetarian. But it's so good. But why did I break the bread like that? You have just bread over there, bro. You have cheese over there?
A bit, yeah. It's fine.
I don't know. Like, it got really hectic because I'm just not used to hearing conversations like that, especially when it comes to cheating. Like, it's just, that's
on
not
such
me.
a grand scale.
You know what I'm saying? And like to hear like women kind of subject themselves to certain. What? Is there a bug?
It's like a bug for her hair.
Oh no, it's a fuzzball. Yeah, it was just like a lot to hear women kind of subject themselves in a sense. Like, do we have no morals anymore? And it's kind of like, I get it. You want to explore. It's just the way they talk about it. It's just a little much for me. I don't know. What do you think? Or have you been in any similar groups?
You're better than I, because I can't even be bothered with that conversation. I will not sit through it. It's just,
I had to, because I was just like, this is kind of random, but let me get in on this. Because when I first, like after I left you, like the next day, I was in like faith ones. I was in prayer groups, like, and it rocked my soul. Like, they were really good to hear a lot of young people talk about like their spiritual experiences. And then I got in like a positive affirmation group, and I was on the stage and I was talking, and it was like weird, but like I was nervous. My heart was really racing. Like, I know these people, but there were like 30 people on the stage.
But you know why it's so much easier for me to be in those ones? It's because as long as these people don't really know you like that, if you say something stupid, they gotta be like, ah, this bitch is ugly. So I get a little bit, you know, I get a little bit more, you know, I say things at my chest a little more.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, who are you? You can't even see me.
Bro, like, I just feel like everybody's judging me. So I'm on there, my heart's racing. I'm like, these people can't even see my face, bro. But, yeah, those ones are always, like, calming to me. So when I get into those really hectic groups, like, problematic ones, and there was one last night called The Problematic. And I had to get out of it.
So I went into Clubhouse thinking, I'm not here for the mess. Like,
I went into it for the mess.
Little did I realize how lit it can be, especially when it's like in between Clubhouse, but it's being discussed on Twitter, and you're finding people's thread. Oh,
and they're linking.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world.
When you sent me that one, I'm like, I did not know Clubhouse was this deep to be made.
It can get real ghetto, trust me. But even like with the girls arguing, the girl from the UK wanting to beat the girl from the US up, she's just being rude. Bro, it was a mess. I was in the Clubhouse like room, I guess they call it. And I was just listening, and then they started arguing, and the girl locked off the chat. She deleted it, so everybody had to come out, and then everyone went to Twitter to talk about it. Oh, it was hilarious.
A mess.
And I'm like, I thought I wasn't here for the mess. I am absolutely here for the mess.
But that's how I felt about the one where, I was talking to you about it, you sent me the group.
Sandwich is so
good.
Mm.
Dang. The mayonnaise. No, it's okay. The mayonnaise has to be fire. Is it hard and garlic mayonnaise?
But it's not like overpowering.
Oh, it's just.
Like when I first bit into it, I'm just like, I wish it was a little bit more saucy. But when you get into it,
good. There's jalapenos in here. It's really good. Was it you that sent me, or we were talking about ones with? Oh, I was saying women have no morals or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she says something like, I'm not about to let my morals make me lose money.
Yes!
And I was just like, you go to school, you can get a job, that's making you money. Why do you feel like you have to open your legs on OnlyFans?
But I get what she's saying.
I get it.
But I really do, because it's just like...
I know, but that's too easy. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just
So it's just like, it's everything like a business, like everything has to be about money for you.
But that's my thing, like...
I don't know.
I just feel like you can live within your means without thinking of money being the ultimate goal.
I'm not about to let... Oh my god.
I could not believe a woman said that. Just busting it wide open for everybody because her morals are just not important.
Well, that's some people's truth.
Okay, and I get that, but it just sounds so stupid. Because you're basically looking at me sideways because I'm not willing to bust it wide open for money. Like, that's the point she was getting at. And I'm like, that's not the only way to, like, live comfortably in life.
It's not everybody's truth.
She's like, oh, I'm out here, I live in LA, I have multiple places, I'm living out here, I'm young and all these things. And if I was working a regular 9-to-5 job, I wouldn't be able to do this. So,
which is true, but it's just like,
we're all gonna get
some people are just not comfortable with doing that. There's nothing wrong with that. In the same way where you're not comfortable doing that.
No.
9-to-5, so.
But I was just like, there's a lot of girls in there.
Was it mainly American? Yeah, I feel like
LA.
Specifically. I feel like the mindset for a lot of women,
and young too. That's what really kind of broke my heart. Like 21, 22. And they're talking like that.
And if they're being, I don't know. It's a lot. If they're being pimped out, like, that's like the prime age. So it's like, I don't know. They think that when they're in a relationship with someone, or when they're involved with men, that should be enough for them to get whatever they want. Like, the man should provide for me because I'm a woman. The man should do this for me, the man should do that. They expect men to do a lot. Not all, but like a lot of them. Yeah. A lot of these ones talking, they believe that a man should provide for them financially. Yeah. And I guess that's just the way they like their men. which is, I guess, your preference. It's just not for me. Like, I'm not using a man just for his money. Like,
Yeah.
I don't, like, not that that's the only thing that matters. Like, they can be in love with him, but he has to be able to provide me $10,000
Yeah.
or whatever.
But it's kind of just like, okay, like, you get into that, but then how do you expect a man to respect you when you're really dropping your morals that low? Like,
I don't really think of it.
I'm not thinking about that.
I don't know. Because I had a conversation with this the other day with one of my friends.
Yeah.
Basically saying he has no respect for women that have OnlyFans.
Okay.
And I was just like, why is that? Why do you why? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand. Like, she chooses to make her money doing OnlyFans, and it's not to say that OnlyFans is the easy way out, because it's not. Like, at the end of the day, like, it's an investment. You have to invest in the software, maybe, or the hardware, whatever. If some people have to do costumes or like plan out what they're gonna, like, there's actually a lot. It's
that
work.
Goes into it,
it's work. You know what I mean? So basically, he was saying that if a girl buys a house off of OnlyFans money and she's proud, she shouldn't be proud of that. That's nothing to be proud of. I'm just like, but she worked hard for it.
That's her money.
You know what I mean? Like, yes, it may not be your type of speech. Like, and the thing is, it's just like, if she's a sex worker, like, that's what she does. You don't have to, like, don't, like, I just feel like, don't judge people off of, like, the choices that they make. Like, especially if it's just like a preference thing, right? Like, you can have your preferences, but I would never sit here and, like, degrade a woman for, like, wanting to be or being a sex worker. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, what's it to me? Like, they're making their money, I'm making mine.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't really see it as like they have no, well, morality, I guess, has a lot to do with it.
It's a wide range. Like, the people's mindset on morality is different.
That's what I'm saying. It's very subjective.
Yeah.
So maybe what's moral to them may not necessarily be what's moral to you.
No.
Or, you know what I mean?
But I just felt attacked in that, not attacked, but like for the other women.
For being on the other women on the other side of that.
Yeah, because it's not like I'm over here not judging you for the way you want to make your money, but don't come and tell me that because I went to school, right? Because I decided to stay educated and work on a regular job like everybody else because I enjoy doing that, that my morality is allowing me to lose out on money.
Or like, you like to work.
I like to work.
Like to work.
Bro, that's just me. And I'd rather go to school for something that I'm interested in and work that job. I'm not gonna, you know, like, not say be lazy or just take the easy way out.
I don't want to depend on someone else.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just me. But I'm not judging you on this end. But don't look at not a regular, but don't look at other women that prefer to do this as their morals are not important or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, having morals is just like, it's not it. And I just feel like a lot of them, their mindset is not in tune with ours because they're just so young. Like, if you really think about it, even if we're born in 95, right? I just feel like in this day and age, Celeste, honest to God, if you're off by like a year and a half to 3 years from when we were born, their mindset is different. It's very, very, very different. And it may be different for us that have younger friends that we've grown up with, but that's for us, it's like we're on that same level, like in terms of our mindset. But I mean, like, everybody else, when I come in contact with women that are younger than me, it's just like, whoa, we're not even young by like that much, but like,
something with the moon, man.
I'm like,
something with
sis, why? Like, just very childish.
Everyone I tell my sister's born in 2000, and some of the things she talks about versus what, like, people my age talk about, I'm just like, we're like two different generations. Like, we're the same age, how are we different generations? And I'm like, no.
It's different.
It's different. And you know what's funny? My sister was born in I was born in 1990.
Yeah.
And my sister was born in 1995.
Yeah.
I could see that working.
Yeah, there'd be more to relate to.
There would be more to, like, the mindset would be closer in that age gap than
there's more to relate to, because even when I think about it, it's either my friends are the same age or older. The sandwich
is so fire. Wow. You know what?
I like it.
I love it because there's this place by where I used to work.
Yeah. I think you told me about it.
And it wasn't
good. That little village-looking place. Yeah. And they stay having specials.
Like,
how could you like it? No, that's a sandwich.
This is what I call a sandwich.
That is a sandwich, right?
And then you know what it is? The chicken's a little warm.
Oh, it is?
The tomatoes, they look like they were charred. Thought went into the sandwich. Thought and love.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. I just feel like now that Clubhouse exists, it changes the game for social media interaction. Because you're even interacting with people that are in the spotlight in such smaller groups, and it's different to actually speak to them and hear like their opinions on certain topics. You know what I'm saying?
It's harder to be like, I feel like as of right now, because it's still fairly small.
Yeah.
It's hard to be like an elitist.
Okay, on Clubhouse. Yeah. You're right about that.
It puts everybody on like
basic level,
the same like common ground. Because even for like a Toronto like room, having like someone like Kevin Hart walk in, that's like as messy as that situation was. That's like, that is so crazy. Like, when would you ever get the opportunity to speak this closely with a celebrity? And it's not even to be like, oh my god, like, I love you, even though I'm not gonna get messy, but you know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to be like fangirling, I guess, but then it's a separate thing to just, you know what, let's just have a real conversation. Yeah. Because more times when people meet celebrities, there's no time for have real conversation. It's like, oh, I'm a big fan, take a picture.
And then that's it.
And that's it. That's the interaction. It ends there. You never really have that opportunity to interact with people with status like that, unless you're in that, like, social network or whatever. Yeah, you're right. So it kind of puts everybody on the same kind of level. And, I'll compare it to, like, remember, like, during the pandemic, like, there was this thing called, what was it called? Family meetings. And so I guess there was like an issue that was brought up on like Toronto Twitter that, it was an issue to me that I've always wanted to have this conversation on a grand scale, but if you don't know the right people, it's hard to get there. Yeah. So even though I don't really... Anyway, I just really thought it would be nice to have, like, that conversation on a really big scale without having to follow 1,000 people. Do you know what I mean? So, this conversation happened on a Zoom meeting. However, Zoom only allows you to have 100 people in. So, it was very hard for people to get in. And some of the conversations that, for example, I would have liked to been a part of, I couldn't because there's no room. So they're having these major conversations, but only like the select few. Elite. Yeah. Only the select few are like typically involved, and that kind of forms a separation gap. But that's the issue with Toronto, like. But that's how the city is. Love our clique. Like, love cliques. Oh my god. Clique Central. Have you seen Marlon's most recent commercial? Kellogg's cereal. I never saw it. He's in the Kellogg's cereal commercial. Oh wow. And it keeps popping up on my YouTube. Oh yeah? And I'm just like, really? Raw. A bag. Every ad. But it's kind of just like, there are so many other influencers in the city. No, but this is the thing. Toronto has no sense of community. Really, really is. And this is the thing is, if you don't have an in on who's in, you're not seen. You're not. And it's kind of just like, I feel like as a city, we can use Clubhouse to our advantage to get to know the other influencers in the city to put people on. But everybody's so selfish and so in their bag. I saw Sasha Gay tweet how she really wants, like, YouTube girlfriends. Okay. Because I think it was a Mob Award, some award show in the UK. And when I think of UK influencers, I think of so many. Yeah, there are a lot. And there's so many. And they're, like, close with each other. Yeah. They're all doing the same thing. But they're all, like, they keep with connections is what I've seen. And there's more opportunity to do that.
Yeah.
And you know what I realized, because I find that a lot of people that have platforms here in person, they're not personable. I don't feel seen. I can't relate to you.
No.
But there's a lot of influencers in the UK, and maybe this is just them having the advantage of having a bigger population than we do here in Canada or in Toronto, the GTA. But I follow so many people from the UK that I'm like, yo, if you were like to chill, like, I feel so connected to you because I see so much of myself in you. And I relate more to like UK influencers than I do influence. Yeah. I feel more connected to UK influencers than I do influencers here.
Yeah.
And a lot of the problem here is that I just feel like we don't see enough of them, like even like white people, like white vloggers. I don't know a single as many white vloggers and socialites there are in the city. I can't name you one.
But even like Toronto YouTubers, I don't know. I know
one girl
from Toronto.
Yeah,
that's a YouTuber. Okay, I know a few. There's this one.
Like influencers or YouTubers?
Oh, well, both.
Okay, well, both. We'll say I know of like 3 major black girls.
Okay, who?
Sasha Gay, Patra, and I think she's Somalian or Ethiopian. What's her name?
And she always wears her hair in the middle part and it's wavy?
I think so.
I don't know.
Or in a bun.
Could be wrong.
Anyway, this other girl from Toronto. There's 3 that I know of. I may not watch all of them, but I know of them. And only really one of them I'm like, yo, like, or 2 of them actually, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, like, they seem like mad down to earth and cool.
Yeah.
Was the other one, a lot of her influence is she thrives off of having influences outside of Canada.
Yeah.
Being a part of that scene.
But a lot of them
and I don't feel seen with that. And that's...
A lot of the influencers that I know on YouTube that are Canadian connect with people in the US. Like Natural Nisi. She's a YouTuber here. Very big influencer on YouTube. But she moved to Houston. She's married. Like she's like engaged or whatever. But even when she was here, I didn't really see her connection with a lot of Canadian influencers. It was more in the US. Like her connection was there.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Everything just seemed so far-fetched. Like if you wanted to do this, you had to like cross borders, right? Even someone like, I don't really follow her, but I know she was huge here. Latoya Forever.
Yeah.
And then she moved to Atlanta. And so it's just like, even people that may feel connected to her,
yeah,
it's like, even if they wanted to work with her, it's just like, oh,
she's on another level.
You're
like
far.
She's far, but like, how do you get in contact with like somebody that's a local YouTuber or
and
influencer?
she blew up.
Well,
like she was local for a while.
But why not get connected with like people in here? Like there's so many people out here. Like there's another YouTuber called Dana Alexa. She's popping on YouTube, but like I didn't know she was from Toronto. I thought she was from the States. Swore up and down. Until recently, my friend was just like, no, she's from Canada. I didn't know that.
For example, Marlon Palmer thrived off of his skits.
Marlon Palmer
thrived off of his skits. Like that's what got him his popularity on YouTube. And I personally loved his skits in high school.
Oh yeah,
those are like classics to me. Like
relatable jokes,
especially if you're West Indian.
That's what I'm saying.
First gen West Indian, and like that's our speech, right? And I feel like that's the gap between like influencers in the States versus influencers in the UK.
Yeah.
Because in the UK, a lot of them are first gen, maybe second gen, like, you know what I mean? West Indian culture or African culture, so I can like see them and be like, yo, like I get it. But anyway, I remember a long time ago somebody asked him like, why don't you do skits anymore? He's like, oh, it's really difficult to get like people to do roles, right? But if you notice, a lot of his videos
and like they can't act, or...
no, like, yeah, it's hard to get people to commit.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Which
but if you watch the videos, his videos and stuff, it's usually the same people, the same people in his circle or whatever. So I'm just like,
are you really trying to go out and
so I'm saying,
explore?
like, you're so big on Toronto culture and, like, you know, being from Toronto and all these things, but it's just like, I don't know if it's like a money thing, a time thing, or what have you, but even to like hold auditions, like, yo, we need this spot filled or something, because there's people in the city that want to get involved in that scene, I guess,
they want
opportunity too. Being an influencer in Toronto, and a lot of these influencers anywhere is based on your connections, but I feel like the connections in other places, there's more room for that. People are more open to that, putting their hand out to help another or whatever. But I feel like in Toronto, it's just very, who's at the top stays at the top. And when I say the top, like, it's like influencers. So, and I don't know what it's like within that influencers world. I know, like, not all of them are like that, which is whatever. But I don't know. It just seems very elitist, if you know what I mean.
We ain't shit compared to people in the States, so they really need to calm down on that. But it's just like,
bro, look at the one little piece of chicken. Bro. I wish they put like
more
things sliding out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
it's just, I don't know. I just feel like there's not really much sense of a community.
No, it's weird
at all.
But you know what? I'm gonna end the video and I'm gonna talk about something. But yeah, so that's pretty much the end of what we think. It's pretty much like all over the place. We talked about Clubhouse. We talked about influencers and the like local influencers and different things like that. But maybe it could be the problem. It could be a problem in other places too, not just here. But
and that's what I'm saying. We're biased because we live here. But I'm sure that happens in the UK. I'm sure that happens in the US.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Just influencer culture, period.
Yeah. But
you know, it's so hard to be green in these streets.
For real though. But I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. I enjoyed doing a mukbang. Hopefully the world gets back to normal. We can actually do this in a house.
A proper mukbang.
I'll come back to you. I'll probably go to your place and we can do another one. We should try. Oh, let me try Ethiopian food.
Oh!
Or ramen or something.
It's going down.
Because you know I don't like to try food.
Ethiopian.
So we can do like a spread or something and then, like try food on camera. So I'm gonna end the video here. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.